Hello viewers, and welcome to Mighty Web Scorpion. And today I'm gonna be LPing Super Mario World. One of the most loved games. I mean, I love it, you know. Of course, like almost every Mario game is like the best. This is definitely, especially if you grew up with it, most people will probably say this is, you know, probably their favorite. Even though I think I might like 3 just a tad more, because I think it added way more, you know, new things. This perfected it more, I guess you could say. There's our story. As usual, save the princess. So, off we go. Now, where Dinosaur Land is in relation to Mushroom Kingdom, who knows? It's a neighboring kingdom. Maybe it's World 10 from Mario 3, who knows? There's Yoshi's house. He's off to save his friends. It's kind of like, who's Yoshi? Because, you know, this is the first game you find him. Anyway, when you start, go the left path first because it's a dead end. And you might as well go that way and get it over with. Not to mention, you get something good at the end. So this is the first level. Mario runs, jumps. As you can see from the earlier games, it looks better, of course. And it still is. It really is a very nice looking game. A few new tricks. You can like jump, spin, and break blocks below. A lot of the normal, traditional things like hidden pipes or like, you know, hidden paths underneath. That was a check mark that Mario just went through. There are advice blocks. You know, what can I say? It's just an awesome game. And holy, look at that. Big bullet bill. Now the one nice thing that they added new, that is that you can hold an extra power-up in that blue box up in the middle. Oof, that was close. But what happens is you basically each, you know, it's like holding a different power-up item, per se. And so if you get hit, you lose your power-up, and then whatever power-up was in there starts falling down. And the interesting thing about this is you could keep swapping back and forth. Just keep pressing the select button. It'll bring down whatever's there, and you can kind of just swap whatever you need. It's almost like an inventory. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. But anyway, after you finish that first level, you get to this P-Switch Palace, I believe. And usually you get some sort of one-up chance when you first enter. This is the easiest and best. I find not running fast helps a lot more. Because if you just keep jumping up and down, you get more of the coins. And you kind of make it through that one trip, so. Other ones, they actually have enemies. You could die. But there's still a chance for one-up. So, now that I hit that switch, all those translucent yellow blocks are now solid, and you know, now you can walk over it, so it kind of opens new paths. I don't think the yellow is very much used. I know it's used at the beginning, but I don't think you see it very much. Nevertheless, it's very good. Not to mention, I think it gives power-ups if you hit it from below. So now we go to our second stage. If you have Fire Mario, make sure you don't fireball and run at the beginning. You probably ruin that chance for a one-up. And here, you find Yoshi! Of course, the text, I kind of have it going too fast, but you can pause it. It's the wonders of YouTube, videos in general on the computer. With Yoshi, not to mention that you get an extra rhythm to the music, but he can also swallow up monsters, any kind of enemies. Not all, big ones obviously not, but little ones, yeah. Any of the turtle shells, he can't swallow. They're just too hard. So he holds it in his mouth and then spits it back out, almost like if you just kicked it, which I guess they kind of did it that way to make it pretty similar in the game mechanics. That's how you get a power-up right there. And if Yoshi eats enough of the berries, I'm not sure about the enemies, but the berries definitely, he'll poop out some power-ups. Yeah, I worry about touching those, but hey, Yoshi touched it, so it's alright. And what can I say? We're done with this level. And now we continue on. It's nice, fast-paced. The levels themselves are actually a little longer than Super Mario Bros. 3. Obviously, because there's actual check marks, check blocks, or whatever. Checkpoints, there we go. That's what I was thinking. And as you can see, those yellow blocks made a little platform there, so if I were to fall now, I would have some sort of platform to stop me from dying. And so, I mean, those are always, and there are other colors, so make sure to get them when you find them. And they are hidden, you won't see them right off the bat. And as you probably saw there, if I ate a red shell, or Yoshi ate a red shell, he'll shoot out fireballs. And that's, you know, it's useful. Each shell has kind of its own power-up. The green ones do nothing. They just spit back out like if you stomped on it. Red ones do the fireball. The yellow ones do like this dust cloud, kind of like earthquake when he drops down. Blue ones makes Yoshi fly for a bit, as long as he has it in his mouth. I think there's another color, but I can't remember. That block, the star block, what happens with that is if you have less than 30 coins and you hit it, you get a coin. But if you get more, if you have more coins and you hit it, you get a 1-up. So like what I did there was I went a little bit ahead and got an extra coins just to make sure. And I got the 1-up. So it's kind of like a homage to, like, you know, Mario 3, where those certain levels you got to get a certain amount of coins and then you get a white mushroom house. It's kind of the same. And actually, to a more extent that I found out more recently, is Super Mario Bros. 1. Some of the hidden 1-ups you can't get unless you get a certain amount of coins in the 3rd level of the last world, or if you warped to that world. I was always wondering why sometimes I know there's a 1-up there and it just didn't pop up. But anyway, back to this game. This is kind of the first level, water level, but not really, because you're not really in water. There's some water. And I lost my Yoshi, but nothing too bad. The only really hazardous part is those spikes going down in the water. Make sure, of course, having extra power-ups is good. And the longer you stay there, the more of those spike balls come up, but, you know, it shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't be too problematic. It's the first level. Shouldn't be any sort of problem. Then you get an advice block at the end of the level. How about that? And another level down. So, yeah, this definitely was a big game when it first came out. I mean, I still remember, I grew up with this. The one great thing is that it's like one big world instead of like 8 small ones separated. But now it's on to Iggy's Castle, but that will be for next time on Mighty Web Scorpion's Super Mario World playthrough event of the century or something. Thanks for watching. See you next time.